Hello. It is now after midnight, and Mo's still awake. Oh well. Okay, it is September the 10th, 2016, and I thought I would do a Mo's opinion time. Okay, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about positive and negative. You remember when you was a kid in school and maybe you had to do a science fair project, the teacher said you got to do something to put in the science fair. And you learned in science class all about positive and negative, reaction and action. Everything you do, there's a consequence, okay? Every action you take, there's a reaction. When you throw the ball against the wall, it's going to bounce back, right? There's an action and reaction. There's a positive and a negative. There's a right, there's a wrong. There's a bad and there's a good. Okay. Now, you're probably saying, Mo, do you realize you've got your sunglasses on in the house, in your office, and you're recording a video? Okay. You know why I did that? Because I want you to think about, what is Mo doing? You know what? I'm performing an action. And what is happening right now is you are reacting to it. Now you might be sitting there saying, man, Mo is losing it. Or you could be laughing your head off. You could be saying, God, this woman's crazy. Why do I watch her all the time? Well, you might also be saying, this woman's amazing. She makes a point and she makes it appear so easy. And it is. It is easy. I'm going to tell you something. I had an experience today. Now, I'm not going to mention any names because I don't know the people at all. I really don't. I have no idea who they were. None. And I've got my sunglasses on because I want to be in disguise. Okay. Now, I had an experience today that was kind of, I don't know, it kind of ruffled my feathers, You know when you used to go out and pick the eggs out of the chicken hen, out of the chicken house? Did you ever do that? And you kind of ruffled the chicken's feathers and she got mad about it? Well, I didn't necessarily get mad. I just made a good thing out of, whatever happened and went on. And found someplace else to sit, But I was walking around and it was so hot. And I had a plate of food in my hand and a soda in this hand and napkins and a fork. And I was trying to jumble all this stuff around and not drop anything. And I was walking along and there's this table. There was 3 people on one end of it and 3 standing up over there. And at the end of it, there was no one sitting there. So I walked up and I politely asked the person that was sitting on that end of the table. I asked him, would it be okay if I sat right here and to eat? And you know what? A woman butted in. She didn't even give the gentleman time to answer me. She just butted right in there. No, you can't sit there. I have family coming. This table is for all of them. And the way she looked at me was like I had just interrupted her very important meeting. I mean, high quality meeting here, and I interrupted something. So, I let it go. I didn't say anything. I said, okay, thank you. And I walked away. I didn't smart off or anything. But here's the thing. I could have. But what would it have got me? First of all, when someone does something to you and you feel that ruffled feather feeling like, ooh, that didn't rub me right, or that was tense. When someone does that, you can jump all over them if you want to. I mean, it's up to you, right? It's your choice. But remember something. Every consequence happens because of an action. Okay? Whatever you do can cause a consequence. Okay? If I would have just went off on that person and said, well, how dare you be so rude to me and not let me sit there for 5 minutes to eat? Or, you know, if I would have just got mad and made a belligerent idiot out of myself, what would that have done for me? I may have felt good for a couple of seconds, but after the initial thrill of doing that, whoop-up-de-doo, I probably would have felt bad about it. Because she would have got mad, I would have got madder, there would have been an argument, and it would have ruined a perfectly good day. So, what I did was I played the better part. I said, okay, thanks anyway, and I walked away. I let it fall off of me. You know why? Because I had already decided. In the beginning of my day, I already decided that I was going to have a good day. So, no matter what happened, it was going to be all right. Because I can handle it. Because I am the better person. I am a good person. And when you put your best foot forward, when you get up in the morning, before you even walk out your door, if you decide in your mind, today is going to be a good day because I'm a better person, I'm going to try to be the best person that I can, guess what? Most of your day will probably turn out to be pretty good. And it's because you did a positive thing before you had to face the negative. When you do a positive thing first, the negative is not so hard to deal with. Do you see what I'm saying? If you already know it, then show it. It's as simple as that. Easy squeezy. Positive and negative. But do the positive first, and the negative will fall away. Simple. This is Mo's opinion time. Tell me what you think about that. Have you ever had that ruffled feather feeling? And perhaps you didn't react in a positive way. Perhaps you reacted negatively. Oh, you know, you made a big scene about it. Did it make the situation better? Well, of course not. Did you feel good for a couple of seconds? Well, yeah, maybe. But later on you regret it. So always put your positive first. Then when you encounter the negative, you can push it off. Have a good night. Stay positive. Think about good things. And put your best foot forward. This is Mo. This is Mo's opinion time. Have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.